everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Goofy Guy Podcast. This is episode number 72 for the Goofy Guy Podcast. I love it. We are getting so close to that 1 year anniversary. It's very exciting.
Look at that. We've made it this far.
I know. It was just about this time that we were getting back from Disney after having talked about it.
I know. So you had posted a picture of us the other day on social media.
Yeah, I did.
That was super cute.
It's one of my favorites. I love that picture.
It's one of mine, too.
Yeah, it's really such a great picture of you and me and Marty.
Yes, and my darling husband had said something super snarky, and the photographer got you right when you were laughing.
It's great. Exactly right.
So great, yeah.
That's exactly right. I just wish that the Belgians had been with us for a picture at that point. We didn't get a picture of them. I know, and I didn't get a picture with them. That stinks. Oh, well. So Yetzen and Ellen, that's the goal. All right.
Oh, no, next time.
Got to get pictures.
Hey, who are you? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I supposed to? I just assume everybody knows who I am. Hey, my name is Jim Spangler, the Goofy Guy, and I'm the host of this podcast.
That's right.
And that voice that I'm talking to, that you can see if you're on YouTube watching us, is my dear friend and ever lovely and... just ever lovely.
I can't think of the other
one. I lost it.
Do another one. He's like the ever lovely
and Miss Julie Flaherty.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Yeah, you can always tell when he's stumped, right? He's like,
I want to say something nice because I have so many nice things to say about you, but when it's like on the spot, if I don't write it down, it's hard for me to remember.
It's true. We were having a very swift production meeting.
We did have a very swift production meeting.
Very swift. And by swift, I mean like 2 minutes tops. And he was frantically writing something. So,
exactly.
He's Mr. Note Taker, and I'm Mr. I make him crazy because I'm like, sure, let's do this.
I know. It drives me nuts. And sometimes I can do that. Sometimes I'm all right with that. But like for a topic like we're doing today, I just can't. No. I just not possible. I have to write things. I have to make a list on a day like today, because otherwise I won't remember what I think.
That's true.
Right. So,
or you'll change your mind.
Yeah.
I know better. It's really not about I won't remember. It's I'll change my mind.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. And I don't want that to be. I want it to be, what I really think about it and not just off the cuff.
Right.
So, so that's why I'm that way. Then I don't forget anything, and and it gives me a little structure, and we all know I need a little structure.
He needs a little structure, y'all. It's true.
Yeah.
He's not rigid, but he needs a plan.
I do need a plan, because if I don't have a plan, then I just go everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, whoo.
If I don't have a map, we're not getting there, because I'll see something that intrigues me.
And then
got to have a map.
I've been on those trips with him.
Yeah.
He's like, Julie, where are you going? And I'm like, you said you wanted to go over here.
Yeah.
We're going over here now.
Yeah, exactly. It's the truth. It really is the truth. Nobody that knows me would argue that point.
That's okay. You're pretty and we love you.
Oh, well, thanks. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We have a super fun topic.
We do have a fun topic today.
Yeah, it's the end of the summer here in the Midwest, but Disney, end of summer doesn't ever come.
Yeah, that's exactly right. At Disney, it's always summer. But hey, we're talking about Disney pools.
Disney pools.
So, and we're going to talking about some of our favorites and some of our not so favorites.
Yeah.
We're also not going to be talking about the water parks. So we're not including the water parks in any of this discussion. So be aware of that. So if you're like, yeah, but what about blah, blah, blah? Well, we're not talking about it. Right? Well, that is a whole other podcast, right?
Yeah, and we'll talk about the water parks, but not today.
That's right. That's exactly right. And they're not opening until March of 2021 anyway, so we have lots of time.
Yes.
And the other thing is that we wanted to, at the very beginning, let everybody know that Disney does not permit pool hopping. So we are not doing this show so that you can go, oh, I want to go to that pool and that pool and that pool.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about, because you can't do that. So we just wanted to put that out there from the very beginning.
Yeah, and don't get in trouble for doing it and say that we told you to do it.
That's exactly right, because we will deny. We will deny because we just said that you can't.
That's true. When they call that number that Jim gave you last time,
that's right.
We're going to tell them, no, listen to the podcast.
That's exactly right. Listen to podcast 72, because that's not what we said.
Yeah.
So you will be in trouble. You will be in Disney jail.
Yeah. Oh, don't go to Disney jail. But if you do, send us pictures because
Yeah,
I want to know
please, because
what
I
it
want to
looks
know what
like.
it looks like.
I want to know what it looks like because I know it exists.
I kind of
It's
want to know.
there.
I know
it
it does
is. Yeah.
exist.
Yeah. Marty has to tell
because
me all the time, you don't have to go there to see what it looks like,
because
honey.
remember,
Stop.
Florida
You
man
need
from
to.
last week.
Florida man went to Disney
Florida
jail.
man
Yeah.
from last week went to Disney jail. So
Maybe I'll ask him what it looks like. I wonder if he took pictures. Yeah. Anyway,
anyway, so let's talk about pools. Let's
let's
talk
talk
about
about pools.
pools.
Yeah, you start. You start.
Oh, I start. Okay,
You
well,
start.
one of my favorite pool. No, I'm just gonna start with my very favorite pool. I'm gonna start with my very favorite pool.
Okay.
It is by far my favorite pool. If it's not your favorite pool, you're wrong.
Ooh.
I'm just throwing down the gauntlet right now.
Strong.
Stormalong Bay, the
Yeah.
pool
Strong.
for the beach and the yacht club. I'm so glad you let me be first.
I know.
I
I
love.
mean, it's your podcast, so
Yeah, it is my podcast. That's
I have to
true.
let you go first sometimes.
Sometimes. So I love this pool. This pool is amazing. It is. It's not even like. It's almost like they have a like a river,
Mhm.
but like thing where you can get on a tube and go around this little river thing.
Yeah, the little
And
lazy river. Yeah.
But yeah, a little lazy river going on. But it's got different sections in it. It's not a traditional shape.
Mhm.
It's got this great water slide. The water slide's amazing. It has a sand bottom.
Mhm.
Like literally, it's a sand bottom. It's not really sand bottom. It's something else that they use for it, but it feels like a sand bottom. They
Yeah.
have one section that's a whirlpool. They have a great kids area for little kids that has like a beach that they can build sand castles and all this other stuff. Like we said, they has a lazy river portion.
Yeah.
It has a hot tub portion. It is just the coolest pool. If you've not seen this pool, look it up. It is so awesome.
Yeah, it is a very, very cool pool.
Yeah, it's so cool, and there's so much to do in it.
Mhm.
And you know, like my kids, it's by far their favorite pool. We spent almost a whole day there.
Mhm.
That's how good this pool is. It is so awesome. It is so
Nice.
awesome. So
Nice.
Stormalong Bay, absolutely my favorite pool.
Nice. Nice. Oh, my turn.
Your turn.
Okay, so I like the pool, and he's better at knowing the names. I just know where they are. Okay,
Well,
so
maybe I'm better.
like,
Maybe I'm
where it
better.
is.
That's not necessarily true. Stormalong Bay is, that's an easy one.
Yeah, it is. It's an easy one. I like the Caribbean beach pool.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that pool, and I like it for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's just super fun. It's just super fun to go to, and it's fun to watch the kids because it's all. There's a lot of little kid things to do. Not that there's not a lot of little kid things to do other places, but
right.
I tend to flock where people my size go. So so if there's like a zero entry, which most of them are, or they're going that way to a zero entry where you just walk in and slowly go into the water, right?
Right.
Which is that's my speed, bro. Don't make me hop into 3 feet because it's over my head. So it's mostly true.
It's mostly true.
Mostly true, but that's where all the little kids hang out, right? And so they're splashing and doing, and
The shallow end is what Julie calls the deep end.
it is the deep end. If it's over 3 feet, dude, I'm not going. It's not a thing. So anywhere where there's a lazy river, I know I'm going to be close with a tube, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I can hang on to the tube and touch the bottom and feel like I'm really tall, like everybody else.
True.
But I like that one just because it is very family friendly. I mean, most of them are, but it's very family friendly. It's a very outgoing kid. Do move, get a lot of sun, get really tired, go take a nap.
Yeah, it is. You're exactly right.
I do like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good. Very good. So, another one of my favorites is I love the pool at the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
And is it called the Mara? The Mara pool? I know the Mara is the snack bar that's right there. It's like the quick service that's right there. But I don't know. But it's also a zero entry pool. But it's just great. The theming at this pool is just awesome. It is. It is truly a spectacular pool. If you don't get a chance, you need to at least look at pictures of it. You can always go to the Wilderness Lodge and look at it. You may not be able to swim, but you can at least see it.
Right.
It is really, truly spectacular. They did a great job. They really tried to make a pool that kind of stood up to the Stormalong Bay idea. And so it's so many activities, so many things to do for everybody. For everyone,
from
from baby Julie to Grandpa Jim.
Yes, yes.
Everybody can enjoy this pool.
Just pull your britches up over your waistband and just you'll be
Exactly.
fine.
Just pull them
Yeah.
up under your, um, and you're good to go.
Good to go.
You're good
Yeah.
to go. So no, it's a beautiful pool. I really love it.
Yeah.
So that would be my
That's
next
a good
one.
one.
That is a good
That's a
one.
good one.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. And maybe you know the name of this one. We talked about this, but one of the newer or freshly redone, I guess, is the Copper Creek, the
Yeah.
new Copper Creek pool.
Yeah.
And
At the Wilderness Lodge.
yeah, yeah, and I like that one because of the theming, and it's got the little rock slide, and
Yeah. So
it's
cool.
it's really really neat pool, and it's a
Yeah.
good place to go have fun, but you can also relax.
Yep.
It's a little more quiet. The area is a little more quiet, which I like
Yep.
personally.
Different
So,
levels. It has different
yeah,
levels.
yeah,
I love that the water for the pool originates in the hotel itself.
such
So
a
it's
neat
like a
idea.
spring in
Yeah,
the hotel, and like you can even walk a little bridge over it. It's
hmm
so great. I love
yeah.
it. No, that's a great pool.
It's a good one. It's just a whole different vibe,
It
right?
is
From
completely
action,
different.
action, action to kind of a little more mellow.
It is a little more mellow,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you've got the geyser that you can see there,
Yep.
which is lots of fun. Um, no, I agree, and the views from that pool are
Hmm.
gorgeous.
They really are.
Really beautiful. And even if you're just looking back at the pool, right? If you're
Hmm.
at the geyser and you're looking back at the lodge, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
They really did a spectacular job of making it just a gorgeous area.
Yeah. Specifically at night. It is the whole pool area at Wilderness Lodge is really spectacular at night.
Yeah, really, really nice. That's a
Yeah.
good choice. I like that
I
pool a lot.
think
Really good
thanks. Your
choice.
turn. Your turn.
I am gonna go. So I've done two of deluxe
Hmm.
hotels, right? I'm gonna go the other end.
Okay.
I love the pool at Art of Animation. I
Yes.
think this pool is so great. It's huge. This pool is mammoth. Has lots of little interactive things that are happening. Lots of like fountains spraying into it. They've got something in the middle that kind of has a fountain going
Hmm.
on. I think for for one of their not deluxe pools,
Right.
right? I think they did a really great job with this pool. And I believe that you can hear music in that pool. Like if
I
you go
believe you
under the
can.
water, they're
Yeah.
playing
Underwater.
music that you can hear underwater. It is just so great.
Yes.
Really, really fun pool with animated characters around.
Yeah.
I just love it. Art of Animation. I
I
love the
think
Art of
that's
Animation.
great. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great pool. It is a great pool. I will tell you, I've not been to it, but I know people who go there for that pool. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that that's true.
yeah,
When you go, the size of it is shocking.
yes,
Honestly,
yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
what?
yeah,
It's
yeah. If
huge.
you're a resort hopper like I am, and I do, I'll go and look at stuff all the time. So, it's a really cool pool. It's
Yeah,
a
I
really,
love that pool. It's
yeah.
very good. Very good. All right, what's next?
Okay, my next one is a shocker because I haven't been there yet, but I will be there in December, and it's the new pool at Riviera.
Right,
I
but
have
you've seen
seen
it.
it.
Yeah,
I
you've seen
have
it.
seen it. I've seen it from ground level, and I've seen it from above because I had dinner at Topolino's, rubbing it in just a lot.
Ugh.
And you can see it from the deck at Topolino's, so off the balcony. So it was really neat to see it from above and at ground level, and it's adorable. It's got dancing hippos, and who doesn't love
Oh,
that?
who doesn't love that?
Doesn't love that. It's got all kinds of fun stuff to do for the little kids or kids of all ages. But they also have at Riviera, they have an adult only pool that's really just quiet space off
Yeah,
to the side. But
yeah.
when I was there, like at all of the pools, they have lots of activities for. They have activity directors just at the pools, and that one,
Mm-hmm.
the activity director there specifically was very cute, and was doing all kinds of fun stuff with the kids, and it was amazing. But go check it out just for the hippos. Go see the hippos. It's cute.
Everything that I've seen about Riviera, and I intend to go there
Yes.
when I on my trip, um, is that I love the subtle Disney that they've done.
Oh yeah.
Disney is
Yeah.
everywhere in that resort. And the first complaints about that resort were there doesn't seem to be a lot of theming in that resort. It doesn't seem to be a lot of Disney theming in it.
Yeah.
I disagree from what I've seen. I think
Well,
it's
yeah,
very subtle.
it
I
is.
don't think it's not screaming.
It's not going to scream at you. The Art Deco speaks for itself.
Yeah, which
And
is my favorite anyway. So
yeah, and when you see it there, you're going to see it everywhere. Right? It's kind of like one of those
right,
old I Spy situations, right? Once you see it, you're always going to see it.
right, right.
Yeah. So just go in there and kind of look, and
Yeah,
you'll be
I'm looking
surprised
forward
at where
to
it
it.
pops up.
I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it. I'm
Yeah.
hopefully going to get a reservation at that restaurant. Where I'm trying. I'm
Uh-huh.
trying.
All right. All right.
I'm
I
trying.
believe in you. It'll happen.
I know it'll happen. I just gotta.
But no, the pool itself, it's brand new, of course, because the resort is new, but it is everything you would expect an Art Deco pool to look like in a fantasy world. Does that make
Nice.
sense?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. So I'm going to talk about a few pools that I don't like.
Okay.
I think that, we've talked about some pools that we do like, and so I think we
Yeah.
should talk about some pools that we don't.
Yes.
I think it's
Let's
only
check
fair,
out the other
right?
side.
Let's check
Oh,
out the other
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Instead of doing a whole, these are the pools we hate.
Yeah.
Because really, there are no pools I hate.
Okay.
Like
right.
I even
Sure.
like the quiet pools at the resorts, right?
Sure.
I mean, to get to hang out at a pool is just nice.
Yeah, we're from the Midwest.
We are
Anytime you can hang out at a pool,
exactly.
it's a good day.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
So one of the pools that I don't like is at the Contemporary.
Mhm.
I don't like the Contemporary pool, and I know that they wanted to do a modern thing, and the tower next to it, that pool too.
Yeah.
I know they wanted to do a modern take on it, but
Right.
it seems really sterile to me. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of warmth, not a lot of excitement. It's just sterile.
Yeah.
And so, not my favorite pool.
Yeah.
I want a little more character in my pool.
You want more
And I
Disney.
don't mean, and
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's that. I feel like it's just a lack of warmth at them. Like, I feel like all the other pools that we've talked about have had some form of warmth about them. They're friendly. They're not just cement pools, right? They're not
Right.
just a cement pond. They're not just
They're themed in some way.
in some way. And I feel like even though there is Mickey at
Yeah.
these pools, you can see Mickey. I just feel like it's a little sterile.
Sure.
I feel like it's just a little sterile. And so, so
kinda-
not my favorite.
Yeah,
Not
I
my
kind of feel
favorite.
that way about Saratoga.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a pool. I mean, it's a pool. It's a pool,
Yeah.
and it's got a cute slide.
Yeah,
and the
it
slide
does.
is fun.
And it's got
But
some
it's a
good rock
pool.
work. It's got some good
It's a
rock work.
pool.
Yeah, I know you
right?
don't like it. I like Saratoga more than you do. I know.
I know.
I'm aware.
Can we touch base about when theming goes horribly awry at a pool? Can we? Can we please talk about the clown in the room that we're not discussing, please?
I was
And
going
if
to save
y'all
it to
like
the end,
you're
but
one of the few. I've never spoken, and I mean never. I am 51 years old, y'all. I have never talked to anybody who likes this pool.
I
Not
haven't
one.
either. Not a person.
I don't even know how the pool still exists.
I
Let's talk about the
agree.
clown pool at Boardwalk.
I
shall
agree.
we?
Yeah, let's talk about the clown pool at Boardwalk. I agree.
Clown pool at Boardwalk.
So the reason we're calling it a clown pool is so they have a slide that's made to look like an old-fashioned wooden roller coaster.
Yeah.
Right? That's the idea. But then at the end of the slide, you come out of a scary clown's mouth.
Why
Like
do you
a
want to give
big scary
children
clown.
nightmares?
Like if
Why?
you
Why?
think about old boardwalks, like New Jersey boardwalks, right?
Yeah.
And think
Atlantic
about the
City,
amusement parks that they
yeah.
had, and think about the big scary clown faces that
Yeah.
used to like walk into fun houses and
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Comedically scary clown faces.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. And you slide through the clown's mouth.
Yeah,
Why?
and there's really nothing else at that pool.
No.
It's not very big. It's not a very big
But
pool.
scary clown.
Just scary
Yeah.
clown. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you about that pool. When we were there, my kids chose to hang out at the quiet pool instead of the scary clown
Yeah.
pool.
Scary
Yeah.
clown.
If that tells you anything. They were
Well-
more interested in the quiet pool.
When we were there last year, we were we were not at Boardwalk. But we talked about trying to just and don't do this, y'all. Just don't do this. We talked about going just for the sake of saying we were there, and we swam through the clown's face. So so I could check it off the bucket list. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I
Yeah.
don't want to do it. No,
Yeah.
no, he's
I'm with you.
scary.
He is scary. He is scary.
No,
It's
not
not
worth it.
good. Yeah, it's
Mm-mm.
not good. I have
Mm.
yet to hear anybody that likes that pool too. I
Yeah, I
agree.
don't get it. If you like it, please let us know and let
Yeah.
us know why you like it because I don't
Yeah, I
get
would
it.
love to know.
I want to understand things, and I
I
don't
do.
understand why that thing has not been fixed,
Why it
replaced,
remains. It is
changed. I
I
don't
know, because
don't
there's got to
understand.
be just complaints about that.
I don't. Of all the things you need to change during Schmurz Day of COVID 20 million that we're in,
Just
why
take the
not?
clown face down. Just take
Just
the
let
clown
him
face
go.
down and act
Let
like
him
you're
go.
like you're in the roller coaster going into
Yeah,
the pool.
something,
Yeah,
something. But
something.
I think we need to start a petition. The clown needs to go.
Yeah. And
Clown.
I'm gonna throw one in there with that. I'm gonna throw the Port Orleans pool in
Yeah,
there with that. They got some scary looking characters in that. And not I mean, like the Mardi Gras alligator and stuff are not scary like the clown is scary. It's
no,
not the
different.
same. It's
No,
different,
no.
right? It's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like they could totally redo that pool. And I know they just redid it like 10 years ago, but come on. It did not
Just 10
work.
years ago.
Yeah,
What?
it did not
Yeah.
work.
No.
So they need to do something about that because the funny thing is I like the Riverside pool a lot better, and it has less going on.
Stuff.
It's more of a
Yeah. Yeah.
normal pool, but the
Right.
theming around it is amazing. You have to cross a bridge onto an island, and it has a whole story about it,
Right.
and
Right.
but yeah. Ugh. Some
But
some weird pools.
yeah.
Some weird
Yeah.
pools.
So you're going to be at the Poly. How do you feel about the Poly pool?
I
I'm
love the
just
poly
asking.
pool. I love
Yeah.
the poly pool. I think the poly pool is great. I think the volcano that they have there is such great theming.
Yeah.
There's always kids having fun at that pool, and
Absolutely.
that is
Yeah.
that. I think that's the telltale sign of a great pool is the sound of the pool. Right?
Absolutely.
How does the
Absolutely.
pool
Yeah.
sound?
Yeah.
And the poly pool is always busy, always sounds great.
And
The,
you don't hear kids have a meltdown there.
that's
There are
right.
pools that you don't hear kids have a meltdown, right? So,
That's right.
and we all know what I'm talking about. They get overstimulated, or they're too tired, or they don't want to leave, or blah, 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 that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Poly pool, you don't hear meltdown.
No, you really don't.
Caribbean, you don't hear meltdown.
Nope.
And
Storm along,
at
you don't hear meltdown.
Storm Along, you don't hear
The only
meltdown.
meltdown you hear at
Yeah.
Storm Along is when they have to leave.
Yeah, and it's like, but they're closing.
That's
Like,
right. That's
we
right.
don't
It's
care where
dark.
you're
They're
going, but
kicking
you're
us
not
out.
staying here.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. So, no, that's true. There are a lot of pools at
So
Disney.
many.
So many pools.
Yeah.
There's 34 resorts. Coronado Springs has a great pool.
Yeah.
The Swan and Dolphin, which are
Yes.
not official Disney resorts, but they have great pools. Great kids areas in the pools.
Yes.
So I mean, there are great pools. All Star Music has a great pool.
Yeah.
It's a big
And then you've got
piano.
like Old Key West, right? The
Yeah.
grandma of them, and she's got a few
Yeah.
around.
And
Yeah.
she
So
and that's a popular pool. So
yeah.
and my kids love that pool. When we
Mhm.
stayed there the first time we were there with them, they loved that pool. They spent, a good half a day in that pool. Had
Yeah.
a great
So
time.
just know that like at Old Key West, you've got a couple options. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So, there are, just because we've only mentioned a few, there are
Right.
great pools out there
Yeah.
to swim and have a good time at.
Mhm.
And there are splash pads places too, right? So you
Yeah.
can play if you're someplace like, if you're in, the east side of Disney Springs, there's a great
Mhm.
splash pad there. There's a great
And
splash.
don't be afraid as an adult to go through the splash pad.
No.
Yeah, Baby Julie height. That's a zero entry
Yeah,
pool to me, bro. So
absolutely.
I'm just
Absolutely.
walking
No,
through.
that's great. That's great. So,
Yeah.
hey, let us know what your favorite pool is.
Yeah.
We would love to hear from you. You can leave a comment and let us know, and we'll read people's favorite pools and why. Don't just say it's this pool, but let us know
Yeah.
why.
Right. Yeah.
We would love to hear it because I always love learning what other people think about stuff. We
It's
don't all,
true.
we don't all have
Yes.
to agree.
Yeah, he wants to know what you guys think of stuff.
That's
not what I
exactly
think.
right.
So,
No, I know what Julie thinks.
Yeah. He knows.
So, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So let us know. You
Yeah.
can do that either by leaving a comment at the website. You can leave, you can email me, jim@thegoofyguy.com. The website is thegoofyguy.com, where this episode will also be posted. You can leave a message on Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. I'm The Goofy Guy Blog. That's The Goofy Guy Blog. On Facebook, it's The Goofy Guy. And on YouTube, if you're listening to this on YouTube or watching it on YouTube or want to, it's The Goofy Guy. And if you go there, make sure that you click the subscribe button and notification icon so that you're always notified when new videos are uploaded. And also click that like button because it really helps other people find out about us, and we would appreciate that. You can also now leave a message, a telephone message if you would like. The telephone number is 312-566-7928. That's 312-566-7928. And we will play that on the air if it's suitable to play on the air. Of course, even if it's not.
Do people actually use their phones to call people?
I do all the time. Do you not do that? I call you.
That's true. You do. You do call me.
I call you.
You call me, you text me, you chat me, you do all the things.
I do all the things.
Do all the things.
I don't do all the things. So do all the things. Also leave us a 5-star rating and review. We'd really appreciate it. It helps other people find the podcast on iTunes or Pandora or wherever you're listening. And we're in all the places. Google Play.
We are in all the
places. We're in the iHeartRadio. We're in everywhere. We are. So be sure you leave.
Somebody mentioned something the other day, and I'm like, are we? Apparently we're there.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
The only place we're not is SoundCloud. And honestly, it's because I am not uploading onto SoundCloud. So it doesn't automatically go up there. I have to actually go out there and do it, and I just don't have the time to figure that out right now. So anyway, be sure to do all the things so other people can join us in this conversation. Hey, Julie, where can they find you?
All right, guys, you know the drill. If you go out to cftravelcode.com, say it with me, everyone. That's
Crazy for Travel.
If you go out there and you hit that chat button, it will come straight to my phone. Yeah, you can use it to call me too. That'd be cool.
She will answer.
I forgot I could actually make a phone call, so there's that.
I know.
But if you hit that chat button, don't forget it takes me just a really quick second, and then I will be more than happy to chat with you about pools or Disney trip or anything fun that you want to do.
Exactly. And she will help you plan that trip too if you ask nicely.
It's kind of my job.
It is kind of your job. Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us. We know you have a lot of choices out there to listen to, especially with Disney podcasts, and we're glad that you decided to spend it with us and laugh. We try to be honest about what's going on at Disney, and as we say, honest but not too serious. So thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Also, be sure that you are registered and that you vote. So important to vote. Do your civic duty, and your vote does count. Even if you think it doesn't count, it does. It matters. It really matters. So please register to vote. And if you're going to vote by mail, do it early. Get those ballots in early.
Like now.
Like now. Exactly. So get that going. I know I'm going to actually vote early. I'm going to go to our place where we vote early. So
we're going to do that too.
Yeah. So be sure that you get out there and vote. And like I said, thanks so much for listening. Also, be sure that you're wearing your masks out there because of COVID-19. Take care of yourself, take care of your neighbors, take care of each other. Check on your neighbors, check on your friends, make sure they're doing okay. Even if they're not sick, sometimes it's not showing what is actually happening. So be sure you check in with them and support and love each other because that's what we're here for.
Absolutely.
Hey, Julie, I think I think that's it. I think it's time to say goodbye, Julie.
Bye, Julie.
We will talk to you all later.